Welcome back, Interior Sports fans. It's time for the Tuesday Sportscast. I'm Joe Cook. Big news today coming from probably the best girls basketball player in the state. I'll just say that. She's the best girls basketball player in the state. West Valley's Ruthie Hebert verbally committed to the University of Oregon. Hebert made the announcement on her Twitter account this afternoon. She visited Oregon back in June. She was being sought after by a lot of major programs like Kansas, Gonzaga, and Oregon State, to name a few. Oregon went 13-17 last year under first-year head coach Kelly Graves, who came in from Gonzaga. He has 3 Sweet 16s and an Elite 8 appearance under his belt. Hebert ranked 8th as a forward and 54th overall in the ESPN W100 rankings. As a 2-time Alaska Gatorade Player of the Year, the versatile forward averaged 25.6 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 steals per game, and led the Wolfpack to the state final last season. She even had a 51-point game last year. Hebert also has a 3.5 GPA. The early signing period for basketball is in November. After the first 2 weekends of regular season hockey, the Ice Dogs will head to Blaine, Minnesota for the NAHL Showcase. The schedule for the showcase was released on Monday. The Ice Dogs will play the Aberdeen Wings, the Lone Star Brahmas, who made it to the Robertson Cup semifinals last year, a division foe in the Minnesota Magicians, and the Ice Dogs will wrap up the showcase against the Brookings Blizzard. The NAHL Showcase tournament is September 23rd through the 26th at the Schwann Super Rink. Players will perform in front of NHL, NCAA, and Junior Scouts. Ice Dogs training camp begins August 30th, and Fairbanks will open the season at Kenai River on September 11th. Here's Ice Dogs GM Rob Proffitt describing the Ice Dogs offseason.
It's a lot about player procurement, a lot about talking, recruiting, talking to families. I mean, you start with this huge pool. Is it 3,000 kids way back that we're starting with right now again to work for next year, and you keep cutting it down and getting to know them, building relationships. Now it's time to get ready to roll again for our 19th season. It's amazing that even comes out of my mouth. It just seems like yesterday, but we're excited for a great year.
The fall season for UAF athletics is approaching, and season tickets for the volleyball team will go on sale tomorrow. The Alaska Nanniks will begin selling season and single game tickets for the 2015 season on Wednesday. The Nooks start their season with the annual Blue and Gold game on August 29th. Alaska will host the Flint Hills Resources Nannik Classic on Friday, September 4th. UAF's home opener is September 22nd against UAA. How about that? Alaska returns 12 players, including standout Sam Hartoon for her senior season. It will also be the first season under new head coach Bryant Scott. For ticket prices and more, visit this story on the sports page of Webster11.com. And now we wrap things up with a feature on a Gold Panda that you're probably very familiar with, but you may not recognize him. He's changed since last summer. Here's more on the growth of Scooter Bynum.
After choosing baseball for college, Scooter Bynum, a Monroe Catholic school grad, played for the Gold Panthers right out of high school in 2014. He played in 20 games, and it was a wake-up call. His year at Arizona Western helped with his transition.
I got to really find my own work ethic, and I got to get in the weight room, got a little bit bigger. And I had some great coaches who actually worked with me on the fundamentals of the game, and that's what I needed. So I'm looking forward to next year.
Bynum was the third best hitter with 38 RBIs and 2 homers for Arizona Western. This summer, he's a different Panther. He batted .272, hit 9 RBIs, and led the Panthers in stolen bases with 7 and scored 15 runs in 41 games, easily eclipsing his totals from his first year.
The more ABs, the better. So the more I get to see pitches like this, the more I get to play around guys like this, is better for me.
It helps that Bynum is one of the local guys and a fan favorite on the team. He's a bit of a tour guide for the Panthers and has shown big-time potential on the field.
He's got a lot of friends here, so we hang out with them and some great people that he knows here, and just getting to know them and I guess his area, it's been quite the experience.
Boy, when he stays inside of baseball, he uses the whole field and uses those legs. It's pretty special to watch, and we kind of touch on the consistency aspect. He's being more consistent, which I like. That's the biggest thing. Day in, day out, he comes to the yard ready to play. So I like that. He's earned a spot.
I think the sky's the limit for him. He's got the speed, he's got the power, he's got the arm. He's a hard-working individual, and he's a good guy. So I think he'll do well.
Bynum's improvement this summer could really pay off for Arizona Western this season and the Gold Panthers, who will aim to get back on top of the ABL in 2016. Joe Cook reporting.
And that's it for sports tonight. Mike Schultz is up next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.